So tell us about your tour in August.
I'm so excited. I'm going on tour with the Backstreet Boys, and what's cool is that we're doing right across the country and all stadiums, like all arenas. So like it's gonna be my first arena tour, like tens of thousands of people, and I'm so excited. I mean, because really being on stage, I mean, that's my favorite, almost like my favorite part of the job is being on stage and fans and screaming and singing along to the songs. I mean, it's the best feeling in the world. It's awesome.
Right.
Yeah.
So how did that happen?
Well, they were setting up the tour, and Live Nation is doing the tour. And from what I was told, the head of Live Nation, they were in a meeting, and they were trying to come up with ideas for other acts to go on tour with Backstreet. And my name came up, and they're like, perfect, let's do it. Like literally, I met with the guy at the Much Music Awards, and he said that's exactly what happened. They said your name, and we were like, it's a done deal. It's perfect.
Wow.
Yeah. So it's everything happens for a reason. I'm a firm believer in that. So,
Right.
yeah.
Let's talk a little bit about your fashion and your style. So for a while you had the side hop.
Yeah, as you can see, I have a full head of hair now.
You have a full head of hair.
What do you
so
think? Is it working?
I think it's working.
Yeah?
It's working. I mean, because you really coined the side hop.
I did, and you know what? It was a hit or miss, because really I had people that loved it and people that said, oh my God, that's hideous. Like, you need to just either shave it or grow your hair. So, and that was the other thing with coming back, because I wanted to stand out from the pack.
Yeah.
Literally, that was why we released Shiver as the first single. Everybody said it was unexpected of me, of course, because they're used to seeing me come out dancing up tempo. I wanted to do something different, didn't want to blend in, and I knew, everybody else has a shaved head. Think of like my brother for one.
Yes.
Carl Wolf.
Yeah.
Masari. These guys all have shaved heads, and I'm not gonna just blend into the pack. I need to stand out and do something different. Hence, growing the hair for a couple of years. So.
Wow.
Yeah.
It looks good.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So, yeah, you've got a family of serious talent.
Yeah.
So you are actually a Fernandez.
Yep.
And so how did you, what's with the Desman?
Desmond? It's actually it was a nickname from high school. They used to call me Des for short.
Okay.
And so one day, I can't remember where we were or what happened, but some guy just happened to scream out like, yo, Des, man, let's go. We have to do something. And I'm like, Desman? I'm like, oh, I like that. That's the story.
Really?
I wish it was more interesting, to be honest, but
Wow.
that's really literally what it was.
Isn't that interesting?
And I'm like, Shawn Desman. I'm like, that has a good ring to it.
Yeah.
I liked it. Yeah. And I also, because I went with, I don't know if you guys know this, but I had like 5 albums out in Portuguese before my first record. And I went as Shawn Fernandez for those. So I didn't want to separate the two, but it was almost like kind of like a reinvention.
Yes.
And I'm so lucky too to have like a huge Portuguese fan base and so much support from them, because I did it for a lot of years.
Did you?
Yeah. Since my first album was out when I was 9.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
So when you and Danny were growing up, were you guys practicing all the time?
I was literally, the singing thing for Danny came like really late, because I don't know if you guys knew, Danny used to tour with me as a dancer, because he's a dancer as well.
Yeah.
So he was in like my Shook video. He came on the road with me. We toured together. And then I remember him one day coming to my place and being like, yeah, listen to this. I'm working on some stuff. And I was like, dude, since when? Like, what do you like? He's like, I'm just interested in doing it. And so he asked me like, what do you think? And I was like, dude, I think it's great. And what I respect about him is that he went out and he like wanted something and he did it. You know what I mean? Not a lot of people can say that.
Yeah.
And yeah, actually, I was just with him yesterday. We have something cooking up. He's putting out a new record, so
yeah.
I think you'll see a soon collabo with Shawn and Danny.
Wow.
Yeah.
And Tyler maybe too?
Maybe Tyler. Tyler's still fresh and young out the oven, so he's still trying to do his thing, but for sure, yeah.
Wow. Yeah. Well, we actually were just doing a fresh face model search, and Danny was the celebrity judge for it. And so the model search is a bit about beauty on the inside and out, and self-esteem.
Yeah.
And our September issue is actually about self-esteem.
Okay.
What sort of qualities do you look for in a woman?
I think one of the most important things for me, and I think it's really sexy, is when a woman is confident. I feel like when, you have some of these women, some of these girls that, I don't want to have to approve of everything you do. Like, she comes out, what do you think of this? Do you like this? Should I wear this? I'd rather do you feel like, if you feel good in it and you're confident, like, you don't need my approval. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, maybe you might come out and I say, babe, that doesn't look so great. Maybe, maybe just, but like, if you feel good in something, you shouldn't need my approval. You know what I mean? And I think that's sexy. Confidence is really sexy to me. Wow. Obviously a great personality, likes to laugh, likes to go to the movies and watch those dumb, stupid movies, because that's what I like. I'm not so much of a serious drama guy. I can do the chick flicks every once in a while. I'll do that. and just someone that's fun to be with, and somebody that it's actually really tough just because of my schedule and just being so busy, and I'm on the road a lot. So it takes a special person to like be able to deal with that stuff, because not everybody can do it. Yeah.
So a couple of years ago, you were on YTV.
I
You
was.
were actually one of the mentors, producers on there.
Yeah.
Are you going to be on that show again?
We just taped it. I actually performed this time around. I performed my new single Night Like This on the show.
Oh, really?
Yeah, during their makeover episode, yeah.
Because last time you were paired with Brock,
Yeah.
right? And so will you be paired with somebody
Not this
else?
year.
Okay.
Unfortunately, they don't use the same producer twice.
Oh, okay.
They kind of change it up every year. So with this, they were happy that they were like, yo, but we want you back to come and perform. You got the new stuff. It's just perfect timing. And I think it's great. It's a young audience. It's awesome. Definitely like what we're looking for. So.
And how do you feel about that mentor type role?
It's good. I mean, I don't know if you got. There's so much stuff that I just do. I dip my hands in everything. I produce records. I write records for other artists as well. This collab that I did with my brother, I wrote the song.
Yeah.
And I love playing that role as well, because eventually I'm not going to be able to jump on stage and be dancing around like I do now. You know what I mean? I'm already starting to feel it. Like, man, these legs or these knees ain't what they used to be. Like, seriously. But I can always pick up a pen and write a song. You know what I mean? And I definitely have that to fall back on, which is awesome.
Wow.
Yeah.
So besides dancing, how else do you work out?
She's laughing. My manager's laughing at me because she knows what I'm gonna say.
Okay.
Anybody? You guys heard of P90X?
Yes. Do you have the whole set?
Do P90X.
Leslie likes P90X.
I have it.
It's fantastic. Like, I'm like living proof. Yeah. Within 6 weeks, I was down like 15 pounds.
Oh my
And I wasn't doing their crazy diet. I was just, you know what to eat and what not to eat.
Yeah.
So, it works, man. I'm like a commercial for P90X.
You should be.
Absolutely.
They would love you on the commercial.
It's everywhere I go. They ask me what P90X.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
90 days. Only 90 days.
Isn't that right? Yeah. So I'm sure the Verve girls are going to want to see more of you. Where can they find you online?
Well, The Real SD is my Twitter. DAREALSD. You can join my Facebook fan page as well. ShawnDesman.com. You got all the tour info and pics and all that good stuff. Yeah. And my record comes out August 3rd, so I'm really excited about that.
Well, thanks so much for being with us.
My pleasure.
That's great.
Thank you so much. Hey, what's up, everybody? I'm Shawn Desman, and I got my Verve Girl right here. Better get yours.
SD in the house tonight. Move your body from left to right. You know you're looking so